All right, here we go. Updated leaderboard after match number 1. Unfortunately, we lost that on the stream. I'm sorry for that. We will be live now with match number 2. As you can see, no slack, 83.79 for the hype beast, 77 for washed, 60 for unwanted, 54 for NWP, 41 for kitchen, 37 for late to party, and 36 for the thirst traps. Going further with Boastgasters on rank number 9, 35 points, 32 for Perpetual Failure, 26 for Dragon's Kiss, 24 for Vulcan, 22 for Scar Summerland, 18 for All Against Us, 17 for Tilt Factory, and last but not least, 14 for 6 feet 4, Fully Tattered. Let's hop over to match number 2. As you can see, we are back on Erangel on Miramar, and I'm cooked. Yeah, 10 seconds before the plane leaves, and as you can see, we start to the right of El Avahar in the eastern part of the map, and we'll end our flight path closely to El Pozo. It's quite similar to the spots we had last round. Not totally, though. Let's see who will drop out where. We are on the right of the map. There, our plane will be joining us. The players will drop out as soon as they are ready. First, no slack and the washed. Then we have the thirst traps dropping out as well. Pulling them 6 feet 4, fully tattered. The guys from Perpetual Failure. And I saw someone from All Against Us as well as Unwanted and Vulcan. Next up, the High Beast and Scar Summerland as well as Kitchen, Dragon's Kiss. And following them, we have a late to party. NWP. Still in the plane are the Boastgasters. And last but not least, Tilt Factory. And with that, all teams have dropped out. Hopefully, they will, well, might have a hot drop between All Against Us and Unwanted. I'm not quite sure about that because Sexy Shouty is over here. I'm not quite sure if this would warrant the hot drop if you're not complete. Momo Manila over here, close to Kiarno. Kiarno only took the car. Over here, yeah, we can see car for Unwanted. There we go. No, Brullet coming in. Brullet coming in. He has nothing. He has nothing inherited. Not reload. Oh my god. Brullet almost with the ninja knock. Sexy Shouty knocks as well, and that just leaves Papa Kyle broken. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if this was what All Against Us had in mind, losing 2 players quite early there. Oh well. It's what they got. So, I mean, hopefully they will get the blue chip off at least Broad. I'm not quite sure about Sexy Shouty. He was killed by Scaff over here. Currently going for that blue chip, I reckon. Yeah, that's the blue chip. Unfortunately, the bike has no trunk. Let's see what he's doing. Most likely searching for a car and then destroying it, because that's how you destroy the blue chips. I'm not really a friend of that, because the blue chip mechanic is in the game for a reason. Or maybe he's just dropping the blue chip somewhere. I don't know. We'll see. Got over here. That might be his chance. Yeah, he's put the blue chip in and it's just destroying the auto. Therefore, destroying the blue chip. That means All Against Us will lose him. Let's see if we do have a blown up car over here somewhere. So it's not looking like Unwanted did go for the exploding car, so they might not have taken the blue chip. Use the possibility over there. Oh, look, you're right in trouble, flying through the air, losing his bike against Spectro with the knock against him. Nick tries to get away there, gets knocked as well by Spectro. That's a good. Oh my god. And he was flying through the air thanks to Fluffy Bunny. Fluffy not too happy about that. Just saying, yeah, fly, fly. My little ragdoll. Easy and John have to watch out. They might drive into the direction of Life Full of Sorrow there. Easy in a good position. Circle shifted to the northeastern part of the map. Let's see where Papa Carl and Broken are going. I mean, if they aren't... Oh, there are Marcus. Mark Crystal. Well, then Mark Trey Bronco over here. I'm not quite sure where they would go. But it looks like this right here might be their spot. So they at least have one of the blue chips. Well, we have another fight brewing over here. Late to party facing off against the Boastgusters. Not quite sure that is wanted or warranted. Over here. Close to Heavy, Young Jolly, and Aerial Gun. Oh, and Xerix with the M16 again. Heavy. You see Panzer again showing, and he does not get the Panzer knock. He at least gets the knock with his weapon. Trying to go for the rest here. Not Lupus. Completing the kill though. For late to party. Oh, Heavy with some nice shots in the direction of Xerox. Yeah, hopefully live. For match number 2 now is looking good. Xerox knocked nice nades there. The Lupus, the last remaining member of late to party. Heavy killing Showy. That does deserve. I would be, it's not Lupus, I would get the hell out of there. He has to watch out. OG over here has his... And yeah, in regards to how a buffer works or how delay works, I know how that works, man. Thank you still for the info. But I know how it works. And if it's crashed, it's crashed. Huh? Computers being computers and scripts being scripts. So if we come back to that and for complete visibility, I use an RTMP where I send the signal. The signal then is stored in a file, in a FLV file, and that FLV file is started through a bash script after 10 minutes of delay. Unfortunately, somehow that crashes the as soon as the server tries to play it, it crashes the recording. Oh my god, VD! VD with the kill against OG. Does not get the next one. But there was a surprise on the end for Gary Sommerland. OG unfortunately not making it. Ran in front of him. Spectra over here. Facing off against the high beast. Nordic, the last man standing for them now. Oh, that is weird. Losing like that. So yeah. The server unfortunately locking the recording when trying to replay. And I'm not quite sure why, because it works the last days. It's not the first time I'm using that script. So it worked fine the last times. And over here, John might die to Burgunder. No, he's able to get away. But like I said, he's the last man standing for the line from 6 feet 4, fully tattered. So yeah, like I said, I've been using that script for a while now. And it worked fine. But the last time, it did not. And I'm not quite sure why. I have to check that. But I can't do that while the stream is running. So because that would take some time. And at this time, I can't use the cancel. And O'Connell goes down as well. Bruled with the M249. And that kill. Papa Cal now the last room. Oh no. Taxi Couty eliminated. And yeah. Over here. Vulcan coming to the aid of their fallen comrades, Ali and Bade. Trying to go for those kills. Is he broken up on the roof? Ali has seen him. Vulcan has seen him as well. First shots went in, no hits though. This is the fight for the edge. Filled with a knock against Bade, and that just leaves Ali. Broken says, alright, I'm going to go over the roof. I'm going to push forwards. I mean, he only gets to this roof, but, yeah. Well, he says, alright, I'm going to take that hint. I'm going to get away. And if it's the last thing I'm going to do. Even his friends are to the lineup from all against us. And there are more shots coming in. From Papa Kyle. Good. Then Sombo helping Ali trying to get away, but only short. Because over here we have no slack setter just right in front of him. As his side sets on him, John is eliminated by Minty through an 8, and that headshot by Sate was on point. Vulcan out on rank number 13. Just barely before WP got the last man. 6 feet for fully tattered. Rank number 14 for them. So, over here we still have 3 members of Perpetual Failure. And down in the ridge there. And up on the hill we have Wash. Good position. The lineup from Unwanted coming in through the east. Center position currently held by the lineup from Surstraps, and this is not a bad position to play. We know a few endings, or I know a few endings over here. One of them is located in this region. Another one might be located over here on the hills. I doubt that you'll get that one, and one more over here-ish. So, one position for Surstraps. Not too bad. Stratos now with the knock against Zyko. Life full of sorrow. Has to run because he's getting shot from behind. Stratos should be able to confirm the kill. Should be the Dragon's case over here in Church Pitaya and Jury, the last 2 remaining members. See if I'm able to reroute stream to YouTube as well. I will do that in the break. Quite sure why the recording is crashing after 1 minute and 30 seconds. The crash happened. Quite sure. Or, well, crash is the one where the next fight happen. Overrange! Talking about blockers and has to go for the rest on Tao Lao. Facing off against us. He's not that good at the moment. That Porsche unfortunately lost a tire. Kirin has been spotted by Nipa. I think he finally joined Kitchen this time. In the air, it's Air First City. Slowly pushing against Dragon's Kiss here. Up on the roof. Push forwards Lazuli with the knock against Yuri. That just leaves Pitaya. He's all the way down here. Another there. That jockey is coming in from the back. But still aware enough to kill him. And now, unfortunately, changing the grenade from his weapon. And that means the end is near for Dragon's Kiss. They are eliminated on rank 12. More movement over here. I actually has to watch out because he's breached by Unwanted. That's alright, I'm gonna move by foot. Go on with the knock against Nipa. Oh wow, with shots against me, say. It says, alright, I'm gonna hold that. I mean, if they move. I got you guys. Against Kitchen. That happens over here. We're still gonna show over here. Last kill going to Kurin Ichiban against Wiki. Therefore Kitchen out on rank 11. I thought I actually would go for the kill, but he didn't. As you can see, Wanted did change their positions. And over here, with a knock against Momo Manila. That won't help though, because if you're there, they showed you this circle over here, this circle ending, and that might as well be the ending we'll get. Everything and everyone has to move now. Basically being brought back. Will get his own stuff because he landed, was killed in first of all. And the south of the circle will be the most interesting thing to happen, because over here we have Unwanted, Washed, Perpetual Failure, and over here NWP as well as holding the circle's edge. Not only Perpetual Failure, but Thirst Traps as well. I could have seen Unwanted taking a chunk out of Washed. I'm not quite sure if they will make it though. So Slack with a knock against Cookie with the blockation. Confirmed by IXC. Running out of quotas. I'm not quite sure how that happened. I mean, they're not even in the circle. Maybe they tried to get out, but not quite sure. MD currently for NWP on the corner over here. Perpetual Failure is eliminated by Noslack, and that means Noslack has found a way into the circle. Wanted though right in front of them. Over here. Organ and Stratos. And he gets a knock against Stratos. Bingen successful against one, but not against the other. Unfortunately for NWP, Renzar and Nimsy are over here. Focusing themselves on Nara Sommerland. Jorma with the knock. Healing that. Nimsy knocked by Patrick, and he goes for the kill. Exposed Armas though. Perhaps trying to fend off and protect the circle's edge. Moving forwards while we can see the fight between Unwanted and Noslug has taken another victim. Talvo knocked over with the knock against Tommy Bob there. Justice Harry is going for the knock against Kova, but is unfortunately killed first by Mise, and therefore Unwanted eliminated on ring 8. NWP, no, ring 9. NWP eliminated on ring 8. By Keanu. Some shots over here. We have some more shots by the Surge Traps. Circle in favor of Brewster Wall. Good position for Tilt Factory and Scarlet Sommerland, as well as the Boastgasters, who are currently holding the northern part of the circle. Ish. They are not in the circle, but they hold the entry to it. Gaff and Sato, the last two remaining players for Noslug. The best here. Good vibes holding Circle's edge and trying to fend off against Wash. We're still complete. At least for now. Kova with the knock against Kirin. That might be the breach for Stratos. Driving into the direction of normal Monida. I'm not quite sure if this will help. He wants to go further. Brawls just above him. Other side of the ridge. This might be good forward. There will not be another team there. Losing time tire, and that's looking good for the lineup from Tilt Factory, Frosty, and Valeos with the knocks and lushes against Life Full of Sorrow and Stratos. Kova and Kiarno made it though. They are in the circle. Sent off the circle to be precise. While over here, Nate's fly in against all against us. And they currently think all are against them. We can see shots from behind by the Boastgasters. They are stuck between them. The outside we can see the lineup from Noslug. Scarf taking out both of them, but oops, that's not what's supposed to happen. There is another team advancing as well, which is the Thirst Traps. Gata spots Kirin Ichiban. Oli and Blue Zone Nate coming in. Good fight on the other side. Noslug eliminated. Oli with the kill against Sata. Scarf killed by Good Vibes. Need to go for the rest on Kirin now. They can play with all 4 members. Over here, Happy made his way closer to the action between Noslug and players from Good Vibes. As we can see, they still have one all the way over here, which is Jorma. Gets tagged now by Happy. Still over here, silently advancing with the bike. Getting back on his feet. Thirst Trap back with 4 players. Good position again for the Boastgasters and the Thirst Traps. Like Irene's Nate might fly in the right direction. That wasn't too bad, but it exploded too early. Comeback Nate by Yoli, just on point. That's how you throw a cook Nate. How the... Whoever client says, no man, you were aiming for the city for... I don't know what. Oh no, with the off angle, and that means Happy is dead. 1-1 trade here between the Surge Traps and the lineup from Boastgasters. 8 to 6 kills so far, and they are moving direction of Momo. Momo with another knock against Yoli, trying to peek over the ridge to confirm the kill. But we can see Ariel is quite close. Flash coming out, Good Vibes with the knock from behind. Ariel, the last remaining member, gets the kill against Momo. Let's watch out now. Norma coming over the spot gets floored while he still has his flash in hand, and now it's just one, but good vibes. Claims the clutch. Sorry, I was searching for that word. Clutch or kick in this time. In this case, it's a clutch. 2 players left for Skara Sommerland with Inzi and Hoji. 2 players left for the lineup from Washed with Kiarno and Kova. 2 players left for Tilt Factory with for Thirst Traps with Knorma and Good Vibes. And Tilt Factory, the last remaining lineup with all 4 players: Lazoli, Armas, Orisuti, and Willeos. They are all in the circle, well, close to the circle's edge at least, because Armas currently is not in the circle. Still, interesting 2-2 split for them. Because Valeos and Fursuti do have position in the circle, and they can use that position they're currently holding to fend off Skara Sommerland, who are not having a car anymore. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, well, there's a Mirada over here with, well, wires out of his hood. I'm not quite sure that is repairable. In Hoji in 1 compound. While the remaining and bigger part of the circle is held by the Thirst Traps, Yorma, and Good Vibes. But the circle shifts down into this little valley. The valley of the murder PUBG players. Put us to the Murder Dolls with their album titled Valley of the Murder Dolls. Some shots in the direction of Armas, who gets tagged back over. If I was not able to spot him back. But he gets some tags in against Lazoli. Has to move, at least with the next circle. And drop Lendin right in the middle of the circle. We are, well, quite well, at least close to the center of the circle. This should be the center of the circle. In it. Also with some sign in the direction of Tilt Factory. They need to move, and the, well, I mean, they could possibly be dropped down here. In here to get a Tilt Factory. I mean, that would be a possible solution, at least for Good Vibes, not so much for Kyorma. Making his move to the direction of Good Vibes, and then if they drop down here, that should be possible. Not a question. Because the only team able to see them are one half of Tilt Factory, and I doubt that they think that would happen. They're currently focusing on Hoji. He knocked. Good Vibes knocked as well. Slowly tagged. Using teammate against Yorma. Been good for him. Another knock against Armas. 8 by Valeos in the direction of Hoji. That was a bit too far, but not too bad. We will also peek in the direction of that wall. Let's see what the current leaderboard says. Scarf so far with 6 kills. 5 kills by Good Vibes, 4 for Spectre, and 3 each for Patrick and Young Yoli. Then we have the most damage Kova with 622. There he has 2 kills. 597 for Malmo Monida. 589 for Good Vibes. Scaff with 546. 540 for Spectro. And then Heavy, the one with the most damage taken, 505, 597 for Kyrian by Malmo, 488, 433 for Good Vibes, with only at least 410. Skara Sommerland eliminated. Lazoli gets another kill in. And the only 2 in that lineup who could get more damage out of Good Vibes. currently in the top 5, and they need to move now. I mean, theoretically, I would have advised them to take this road earlier, because I doubt anyone would have seen them dropping down here. No one would have focused on that. Evilairs currently focusing on water. And back up. Hello, Zoli with the knock against good vibes. You can see Kiara and Kova over here. Goes to the building. Currently held by Photoshoot. Using one of the gas cans to prohibit the push from Washed. Washed now in a bad position because on one side. There. And that's it for Suti. Eliminates Kiarno. Therefore, Tilt Factory is annihilated. Last remaining players over here are Jorma and Good Vibes. Good Vibes gets knocked. Jorma is the last man standing. Healing. Shot. Nate coming in. Trying to change his angle so you can see him. Valeos with flashes. That's it. GG. Well, no, it's not. Valeos takes the kill. Jorma with another knock though. GG well played. Search Traps with 12 kills. Not successful in the end. 1,783 damage for them as well. Well, Tilt Factory gets 8 assists and the chicken dinner in the end with 10 kills. Let's hop over for a short break and then I'll be back with you for match number 3. And we are back with the updated leaderboard. 94 points now for Noiselake, with 86 for Washed. Then we have 80 for the IP, 61 for Unwanted, 57 for NWP, 54 for the Search Traps, 45 for the Boastgasters, and 41 for Kitchen. On ranked number 9, following them, we have Perpetual Failure with 38, as well as Late to Party. Same points, but less placement points means ranked number 10 for them. 37, so 1 point less for Tilt Factory Alpha, the Chicken Dinner. Then 29 for Scara Sommerland, as well as 27 for Dragon's Kiss. 26 for Vulcan, 22 for All Against Us, and last but not least, 6 feet 4 Fully Tatted with 15 points on rank 16. Let's hop over. Match number 3 is upon us. We'll hop over to a good old Tago before hopping over to Rondo, and then, obviously, what comes next is obviously the most beautiful map in the game. It's Erangel. And as you can see, we are almost live with the match. Timer's running. And as you can see, we'll start in the, well, upper half. In the center of the upper half. And drop down to the prison. So, at least a few spots not reachable for the teams, but not too many. Let's hope these drawing, yeah, that was good. So this should be roughly, very roughly, the area the teams can jump without problem. So Ojiang, Hospital, Hanoi, and Airport are not reachable, or, well, they are reachable if you use your car. So same goes for Volzong and Hermosa. Harpo might be a tough spot, but you should be able to reach it while dropping. Nonetheless, as you can see, first dropping out are Thirst Traps and Tilt Factory, winners of last match. Then we have the lineup from the Boastgasters. Following them, we have Washed, as well as Vulcan and Kitchen. Then joining us, we have the lineup from Hype Beast, All Against Us, No Slack, Unwanted, Dragon's Kiss. Last but not least, a Late to Party, Perpetual Failure, and Skarasopmaland, as well as the lineup from 6 feet 4 Fully Tatted. And we might have a hot drop in Hosan Prison, as you can see. Late to Party on their way. Not Lupus says, well, it's not worth it, considering that there's a full team there. So Perpetual Failure taking over Prison. Over here, School might be another fight between Hoji, Oscar Summerland, and his teammates, as well as NWP going for the School main building. So this might be a fight as well. I'm not quite sure if Scar Summerland is dodging that. At least it looks like Hoji might try to go for the car here. Stays fun. Stealing all the cars from NWP. I mean, it works. Unfortunately, though, the circle is in their favor, because as you can see, circle shifted to School being the middle compound. So this should be roughly the center of the circle. My mouse currently is. And that it's between School and the place where Late to Party is currently looting. That might mean that we might get an ending around here-ish. And that's a good position for Late to Party, as well as NWP. First team to make a move is Papa Kyle over here for All Against Us. Same goes for Noselek with Seta move in as well. Then we have Shipyard with a big split for Malmo Manila, played by the Thirst Traps. Kitchen was quite close to the terminal, where we currently have Vulcan. Crossface already on the move here, moving over the bridge, saying, all right, I'm going to check out Fishing Camp, and he might be able to get a kill there against Broken. Let's see if he is. Only was it 2 times on his mini there. I'm not quite sure if that works out in his favor. Broken moving forwards. He might have seen him now. Moving to the UZ. I'm not quite sure what he's trying there. Oh, he's putting stuff in the emergency pickup, first aid, smokes, everything in that thing. He's moving forwards, and that is huge for Foss. Broken has seen him, and Fuss, unfortunately, is the one to get knocked. Well. On top of the hill. Not sure where Broken is. Has seen him now. Trying to get at least a attack in. Not successful. At least he's able to get Fuss back there. Because right at his body there is the repair station. So at least something in favor of them. Well, over here, we have Late to Party taking out the lineup from Perpetual Failure. Only 2 players left, which are Psycho and Flying 1 FPS. It's 4 on Karen. Where shall we? Trying to go on the roof. There's no nades coming in. No damage at all. Psycho knocked out and Spicy, which just leaves Flying 1 FPS. He's not aware that it's not movement. He's taken that angle. Oh my god. And finally gets a kill. Well, that was close. That was close. I have to admit that. He almost got killed in the process. Tommy Butt now with the kill against Noslax. Or knock against Noslax. Gaff. We see putting him in the car. Unfortunately, Gaff is on the driver's seat. Trying this again, trying to get away there. Rocky McBlockerson trying to get over the ridge. Harry with some shots. And in the back. Wanted falling back after that. So here we have another bit of loot from the loot drops of 4 6 feet 4 fully tattered. Some mule rider over here with MG3 and ghillie suit. Some more stuff in the coupe, I guess. You can see there's a bit of looting going on for his teammates. With the kill against Cocky McBlockers and Talau with the kill against Stata. Tried to, well, breach his building over here. A bit of retribution for Unwanted after they failed to secure the kill against Scaff. Thanks to IXE. Armas coming back for Tilt Factory. Oh no. They're not coming back. Thought he might have been killed. No. Tilt Factory using the emergency pickup to get into the circle. Which spot they want to find. I mean, they could go for the airdrops just below them, and it looks like it. Oh, they're going for the position of 6 feet 4 fully charged. This is not looking good for them. That might backfire. Cynic already with the AWM in hand. Sees them all dropping down. One well-placed shot, and he might get himself a kill. I think for first 50, he's already dropping down. Alright. I've learned my lesson. Teammates are buildings as well. I actually now with the kill against O'Connell. Well, over here we have an MK14. My favorite weapon. Nipa with the knock against Valeos. Reaching in there for Kitchen. He might have just, well, theoretically, he might have just ran him over. Okay, over here. Has a good angle against Tilt Factory. Us moving forwards. Azoli with a nade in the direction of Nipa. Attack coming in. Another attack. So. More attack. For 28 Amras. Nate finds Nipa, and therefore Nipa is eliminated. Mikey might just want to try to get the ship back. Us falling back into the building. For this fight should have found its end. And over here, a fight out in the, oh, not blue yet, but partially blue. Between the Boastgasters and Thirst Traps. Probably the last remaining member. Normal there. This is looking not too good for the Boastgasters. Well, it's not too good for Thirst Traps. He almost, nope, gets killed by Karin. Drive-by complete. Karin gets the last kill. Unfortunately, though, Thirst Traps lost 2 players of them. They might get those back, though. They're at least area of a recall station. Over here, let's see, Shouty and Broad. Quite close to a late to party. And to guys from Washed. Started with Nate, gets the kill against Broad. Maxi moving forwards. With some shots in against Washed there. Knowing the almost blown car. Quite sure why he didn't shoot in that. Karin with some shots in the direction of Kova and... oh, gets a knock against Stratos. Might be saying, alright, let's try that drive by Ingmar. Against Kova. Not seen him. Wait, he has... holy shit, Ingmar. Gets a knock against Kova. That just leaves life full of sorrow. Oh, fast face spotted by Rankarin, who's trying to use his name and run. Don't confuse him with Randarin. That's a different player. Ovik trying to run over Kova, finally does it. Took his sweet time there. Over here we can see good vibes coming back for the Thirst Traps together with Malmo Manila. Up in the direction of Unwanted by Doffy. And Tommy Bob and Taolao there. From behind though we can see it's the Lupus coming close to the position of the High Beast. Not the worst position the High Beasts are currently in, but not the best either, considering the circle shifted. Good fight just above Patrick there. Looks like Scar Summerlin has not figured out that there's someone close to them. Yeah. Or angry man. Gear there. Not looking too bad. Summerland also going for a revive. Old Dacia building. So that's still good for good vibes. Can use that car. Pick up for Kjorma. Back as well. It stay behind. 3 assists for him. Kills for good vibes. And Kirin. Let's see. Karen so far with 3. 2 for good vibes and Kirin. 1 each for Broken and Sata. Most damage by Ron Karen with 483 damage. Well, Crossface has taken the most damage with 231. Over here we can see some more shots from Ron Karen. Doing all he can. Get more damage in. More damage, hopefully more kills as well. Circle shifts in favor of the position of Tilt Factory and Dragon's Kiss as well. As over here, 6'4", fully tatted Squeaky and his teammates shooting in the direction of Yorma. Not able to get that kill in. But at least able to do some more damage over here. We can see some more shots by Holy Land Templar. Oh, gets tagged by Karen. 76 damage for him, most likely. Here shots I don't see. Working most likely in the direction of No Slack. Which is a fight. Still in the blues theoretically. Well, over here, and Zarin is on the toilet at the moment. I'm not quite sure why he's sitting in front of the toilet. Maybe he's sick and needs to puke. I don't know. Entering his position there. Hanging on top of the roof says, well, I'm gonna lie down a bit doing some yoga poses. And over here we have Burgunder currently thrown in the... Oh man, that M4 just looks fire. That AUG just looks fire, to be honest. Go with the knock against Jarno. To the back we can see No Slack coming in. Are we some shots against them? And Jarno killing himself. Yeah man, I don't know. I just don't know what Wash did there. I'm full of sorrow now, the last remaining member. I guess Keanu got knocked and used his cover flare. It just landed up on him. That's unfortunate. We have seen that a few times already. Still unfortunate. Now with the kill against Kirinichiban. Or I can try to drive by Cocky McBlockerson. Currently the only one not in this circle. You can knock. I'm not trying to go for the flush. Berganda with the... Oh, Berganda gets 2 kills against IXC and Scarf. And confirming one of those kills, and now from behind. The next lineup is coming in, which are all against us. Mikey knocks rolls though. MZ. By the first sexy shout, he does have an 8, he has 2. That with the knock against Inzi. Happens over here. Which he knocked as well. Meantime, Harry is illuminated by the High Beast. Novik has to watch out there. Mazzoli stealing the kill against Enzi though. For a moment there, I was scared that but again, issues with the stream. And another kill, all against us, eliminated on rank 14. Well, we do have partially problems with the stream because we have 1,700 dropped frames. 1% though. Still not that great for my point of view. Trying to get... Oh. No, it's just Tommy Bob. Cocky McBlockerson has been knocked as well by an MZ. Kill confirmed. Mikey gets knocked by Sata. And, well, Renzarin Nate finds Tommy Bob and therefore unwanted eliminated. Up over here. Sata might get that kill against Mikey. It does. Well, as the PZ going out as well. P90 just being a beast. That's the reason the P90 is my favorite weapon. Because even if you don't have a particularly good aim, you can just take out people. Someone has to watch out. He just landed there and finally is able to get some loot. Frosty down here. Nate coming in a bit too short, but at least eliminates a car there. And I mean, really eliminates a car. WP eliminated. Kingen goes down to the blue. Nimsy, though, with the kill against Sato. That should be kill number 10 for them. Nimsy knocked by Bargana. What happened there? NWP, what you doing? Running over each other, getting knocked in the blue. What are you doing, guys? Oh, Bargana with a nice spray against Ingmar. Bossface already running. Going for the hero move. Alright, I'm gonna get you back. Armas in the meantime with the knock against Yorma. Olmo has to watch out. Getting shot at. And killed. Forced to be fighting against Jerry. Gets knocked by Pitaya. Build Factory losing one of the players. Dragon's Kiss so far with only 3 kills, but they at least get some more loot from those loot drops, as well as Frosty and Scarron Stomolin's last player got killed there. Not quite sure. I guess it was Fodis. I'm not quite sure. Circle shifted in favor of 6 feet 4 fully tetted, and so far they didn't get a kill yet. 6 teams remain with 19 players. Late to party with 4 players. 4 players left for the high beast. And we have 4 as well for 6 feet 4 fully tattered. Means 12. Then 2 players left for Steel Factory. 4 players left for Dragon's Kiss. There should be one somewhere. Yeah, Life Full of Sorrow over here for Washed. Last remaining player for his team. Running in the direction of Ingmar. I'm not quite sure that's too smart. I'm not going to go directly to the circle. I'm smart here. Unfortunately, this will not pay out. If I was him and I see those 2 cars, I would have taken a car. Unfortunately, though, this is phase 5 and it ticks quite fast, and he just instantly has to use the next first aid. Bandaging. Quite sure if that's smart. Yes, very fast. That was his last first aid. Novik knocked by It's Not Lupus. He's the high beast in front of him. Hopes that Novik gets killed and he's able to go for the first aid. Now late to party, realizing he's there. And unfortunately, Hot and Spicy sees him and eliminates him. Down to 5 teams. Might be 3 in the next few seconds, because over here, Tailed Factory is quite close to high base. Coffee has not seen them yet, has seen them now. First knock, second kill. Jambu gets a kill against Lazoli, but Duffy gets the one against Armas. We're down to 4 teams and, well, 2 players for the, 1 player for the high beast, which is Frostface. Frostface against them all. Frostface against Late to Party gets the first knock, well played. Gets the second one against Shoei, but gets killed by Renzaren. Was taken. No, Run Karen. And I even said don't confuse them with each other. No. Run Karen for Later Party with the P90 in hand. 741 damage. Getting him on top of that board. While Life Full of Sorrow has taken 1,219 damage. No one will get close to that. Because he just tanked the blue for so long. Tingen, Sata, Nimsy, and Run Karen with 4 kills so far. Well, we have 3 for Ingmar. Here, easy. Urida and Cynic. Called John. 4. 6 feet 4, fully tattered. Then over here. Also in the circle. Yuri, Moon Forest, Kaya, and Jamueno. All the lineup of Dragon's Kiss. And then, last but not least, late to party. They finally arrived at the party and are taking the party in their hands. Hot and Spicy Joey, it's not Lopez, and Run Karen. 10 kills for them so far. We have 0 still for 6 feet 4 fully tattered. And Dragon's Kiss so far with 5. If we check the leaderboard, you see Dragon's Kiss on rank number 13 in this group. 6 feet 4 on rank number 16 with 15 points. Dragon's Kiss has 27. And the guys from Late to Party on rank 10 with 38 points. All of those teams need more points. They want more points. They want those chicken dinners. Late to Party, apparently not close there to Dragon's Kiss and 6 feet 4 fully tatted. The best chance in my eyes. They're facing off against each other. Let me right. Get rid of that freaking gas can. I can't say it enough. I cannot say it and stress it enough. If you have a gas can in your building, either use it to defend yourself or get the fuck away from it. Very killed. Let me rather DZ with the knock against Showy. And Late to Party decided, well, let's breach this compound. Not staying in the north too long. Let's get those kills in. Try to push. I'm not quite sure this was a wise move. At least from the chicken dinner kind of perspective. Easy knock. Far around Karen. Moon Forest with some shots in direction of. It's not Lupus. Not able to get the kill in. Nick though with the knock against Ron Karen. Flash. Not helping much there. Not dead yet. Lupus starts to change his position. Airdrops coming down. Cynic knocked by Showy. Got Lupus moving forwards. Trying to get an angle. Facing off against Pitaya. Just barely stays away from the blue zone, Nate. And over here, Yuri and Jambu with the most important move you can make. I did say that earlier when Late to Party did move. If they would have stayed here, they would not have to move a single muscle to engage in that fight. The Thomas, Nate, underhand. Against Ferry. Survive that. For now. If John was smart, he would have peeked those window and he would just be Showy. And he does. Well done, John. Well done. It's just as if he could read my my mind. The biggest question is, did Late to Party lose this match because of that position? I'm quite sure why Yamu had the links and shot all the bullets. And therefore is left with his M6, M4. Or M416. Late to Party and 6 feet 4 fully tattered down to 3 each. The only full team remaining are Dragon's Kiss. They're theoretically in a good position in the circle. I mean, as you can see, the center of the circle should be about here-ish. But we still have circle number 8, and it's still in a good position. So this position over here is very, very, very good for the players of Dragon's Kiss. They are the sole team in the circle center. Or they can hold the circle center quite well. You fly, you're annoying, you know that? Why do I always try to land on my face? Like that. Coming back to the game. After this annoying fly, which is flying here in my room. Not annoying me. Taya over here. Good position theoretically. You can see quite well in that direction. I'm not quite sure why he's looking back. Nobody will come from that side. He already knows that. Next in the direction of Jammu. I have seen hot and spicy, and it's not lupus. Still have John, Easy, and Cynic over here. Cynic with the AWM in hand. That might be one thing in favor of 6'4" fully tatted if he hits. Hit or miss, that is the question. Of course, might have seen it there. But so far, it's a slow fight. Nobody really willing to push. Well, that's not fully true. Late to party was at least partially willing to push. Not anymore, though. After getting knocked. Cynic now knocked by it's not Lupus, who's trying to push forwards. We're coming in. Run Karen with the knock against Veezy, which just leaves John, and he's below. One of the players from Dragon's Kiss with Bidaya. Does have to move. That's the first one, but Run Karen has the P90 in hand. I'm not quite sure how much bullets he has left. He still has 90, 38 bullets, 1,316 damage. Holy moly. Considering Life Full of Sorrow had 1,290 damage, he could have killed him anyway. And with the kill against VZ, John still there in the blue. Moving forwards below Itaya. Can hear him. Sees him crawling forwards, and that's it. 6'4" fully tapped and eliminated. Another knock against Ron Karen. Not Lupus has a tree in front of him. Does not see him, and that's it. GG, well played. Winner chicken dinner. Dragon's Kiss gets their... I'm not quite sure if it's their first, but I guess so. Their first winner chicken dinner with 9 kills. 12 kills. Follow to party with 2,936 damage as well as 7 assists. We're gonna hop over for a quick break before we will return with match number 4 on Rondo. Match number 4 is over, and we'll hop over to match number 3 is over, and we'll hop over to match number 4 shortly. As you can see, almost making it to the triple digits on No Slack with 99 points now. 10 points less for rank number 2 and 3 was Washed and the IPs, each at 89 points. Then we have 68 for NWP, 63 for Unwanted, 60 for the Thirst Traps, 56 for Late to Party, 47 for the Most Guestes, 46 now, ranking up to number 9 for Dragon's Kids. They were on rank number 13 prior, if I'm not mistaken. 46 as well for Kitchen, 45 for Tilt Factory, 38 for Perpetua Fea, 30 for Skara Sommerland, 28 for Vulcan, 23 for All Against Us, and last but not least, 21 points for 6 Feet 4 Fully Tattooed with 7 kills and 14 placement points. That's also an interesting thing. Well, let's hop over to match number 4. We'll hop over to Rondo. And as you can see, better, we are on Rondo with the SUV Coupe Blanc. And up here, with the first teams dropping out, which are Perpetua Fea, Washed, and Skara Sommerland. Next up, Thirst Traps, as well as No Slack and Dragon's Kids, winners of last match. Then we have the Most Guestes. Following them, have 6 Feet 4 Fully Tattered, All Against Us, and the High Beast. Next up, Kitchen. All right, Unwanted. NWP, a Late to Party. Build Factory and Vulcan dropping out. All of the teams have made their way to the... Oh my god, we do have a hot drop in Ryan between Thirst Traps and Skara Sommerland. Patrick with the shotty in hand, while Good Vibes finds a VSS and a helmet and an Hawk. Closest one to Skara Sommerland. Check out the map. All those fights have Indy not even close to his teammates. I doubt that will be in favor of Skara Sommerland. 3 against 4. Circle shifts to the bottom left, almost is well quite central to the west, with a slight southern touch, I would say. Patrick trying to get an angle in against those traps. And I can see the JS9 in hand of Kirin Shiban. Not the worst weapon here in a fight like that. Photos. We see Panzer against Good Vibes. Where the heck is... there he is. Spray by Hoji. Suddenly this is not looking too well for Thirst Traps. Days 9 in hand. Has a rough idea where Hoji might be. Trying to move forward stealthy. Vibes back on his feet. Photos with another nade. Not hitting though. So, although that little Randersing. And Inzi, well, he did not. Well, he dies in Wayne now. He couldn't even help his teammates. Karen says, "All right, if you drop your loot like that, I'm gonna box your dad." Knock against Malmo Manila by Fotis. Spotted by Kirin. Still behind him. No. And Oh, OG with the knock against screen. He wanted to drop out of the window. Kill confirmed. Vibes moving over. Gets tagged. Has to heal. Hoji now with the knock against Malmo. Normal with the re-knock though. Against Hoji. Get flushed by good vibes now. Patrick and Fotis moving forwards. Fotis. The windowsill. Man gets a double knock. Oh, and that's it. GG well played. Surge Traps eliminated on rank 16. Rank 6 taken out of the match by rank 13 Scar Summerland. Even though they were one man down. Life of Losora being just like, well, I know you did fight here. So, well, I'm going to kill all three of you. We already killed one of you. So now with the kill against Heavy. Happens somewhere else. Gonna stay here and see if he gets a knock in. Over here. Or, well, can not get on this hay bale. Hang on the. We can see Ariel, Happy, and Yoli over here in the 24-hour gas station. Unfortunately, there are no prizes, so we don't know how much the gas is. So over here, we have a little hunt going on between All Against Us and Squeaky. Oh, and Squeaky's in trouble. That's saying the PZ is there for him. If you check out this is key. This is just a key moment here. Yana over there, Josh's over there, Firefall over there. They're just waiting for Scar or someone to make their move, and want to check out where Scar is moving. I still have the wrong leaderboard in there. Well, I was prepared for nothing, it seems. There we go. That's fixed now. You can also use the command bracket. Just saying, because it's shorter. That's coming in everywhere, but nobody able to get a kill in yet. Alphalosar is still waiting over here. Has seen photos maybe for a second. I've seen him now. Or photos him. He seems to be aware that there could be somebody close. First knock coming in. Alphalosar with the headshot against OG. Use your nade, Luke. Use your nade. Coming out. But Fotis takes OG out of the equation. Patrick's still over here getting pushed by Keanu and gets knocked, and that means only 2 players remain. Well, 1 player. Nope, no players remain for Scarlet Summerland. Wash just eliminating them, saying, all right, if you fight against one team, you might face off against another. Fluffy over here, flying around, getting shot at by Jamu. Oh, that was happening. Over to it. Loot being contributed. While over here we still have the situation between the high base and guys from the Boast Justice. Destroying the gas station. Alright guys, we know you're there. Show yourselves. Don't play hide and seek with us. That's boring. Well, the Boast gets to say, well, why should we? Circle shifts to the north this time. Perfect position for the Mule Rider. He's just in the center of the circle. He was some shots in the direction of Unwanted. With his trusty M24 and then his Orc are just driving above him. And there's a lot of movement here. Those 2 teams can still stay in there. That's alright. This is my new home. I like this one. Let's drive this car to safety. With the eyes of a UK guy. You can't park there, mate. Dragon's Kiss eliminated by Tools Factory. Quite sure where that happened. But over here we have a fight between Unwanted and NWP. Friends aren't having to reload. And All Against Us is joining in that fight as well. Almost eliminated. Knights coming out. Tommy Bob. Shocked and cocking blockers and coming in from behind with the spray against Popagel gets him up. Man, I didn't see that happen. Brawl's eliminated as well. Last kill goes to Bargander for NWP. Tommy Bob knocked as well. On the other side, we have Seiko knocked and flushed a Barlim Mule Rider. WP pushing forwards in the direction of Unwanted. They know they had casualties. A nice nade against Harry. Wait, did that just land in the bus? Can you throw a nade in the bus? I did not know that. Unwanted dropping back. And over here, the fight between the Boast Justice and Hypebeast has concluded. The Hypebeast are victorious. Only getting some first aids from the vending machine. Only losing Nordic kind of in process. Harry knocked. Tommy Bob knocked as well. That just leaves 1, and he's taken his spin for a ride and says, "Man, I'm not involved in that fight at all. So please leave me out of that." Just waiting for his chance to maybe get his teammates back, but that most likely will not happen. I doubt that NWP, if he's not shown up, will take that 3 time. And most likely will put the blue chip in this car here. Blue chip collected. No blue chip collected. I thought Shingen would have collected them and put them in there, but nope. It's empty. I'm not quite sure if he will take the blue chips or not, but considering there is a lot of cars over here, one of those cars might be destroyed. That might be a good spot to find the blue chips. Circle shifts in favor of the team of Perpetual Failure. Cocky Camera Black enough. Hockey coming back here. I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait till NWP leaves this spot. And they do. I mean, we are down to phase number 3, and that means there's still possible timing for him to get the blue chips back. Maybe get a kill against Shingen, who's completely open to him. Or at least was completely open to him. No Slack currently holding the bows of the circle. Some shots in the direction of the higher beast. While over here, we have 6'4" fully tatted, quite close to O'Connell and his teammates. And Cynic, well, that was a bad idea. And another headshot, well done. In both directions, O'Connell getting badly attacked by that VSS from the Mule Rider. But still, very good position for both. And that looks like a blown glider. And in that blown glider was one of the players from Tilt Factory, named Forsythie. Finally found a spot for his teammates. WP in trouble. Hockey might have found the chips. He knock against Renzar, and hopefully he's able to get him back, but he decides again that Berganda now going for right. Comes out and is able to. In the back, still Hockey waiting for his chance for the blue chip recall station. Thinking to eliminate Sniper. Question is, will Cocky be able to get the calls? He does. 9 seconds. Oh, he will not make it for the next recall, because that will happen in 4 seconds. The kill coming in now. Fortunately, he was a bit too late. Otherwise, his teammates would have come back instantly. Still, he's able to get the recall. Renzaren knocked again by Lupus. Shots coming in from No Slack. Thunder in trouble. What makes it out kinda alive. Oh, it's blown to smithereens. Good thing for him. There is a bus over there. But he gets knocked out of that because that bus has no tires left whatsoever. Well, 2 tires. But that's not enough to propel you forward. At least fast enough to not get killed. Oh yeah, 1 FPS with the kill in Berganda. Oh, and O'Connell pushing forward with a blue zone 8. Should be able to get some damage in. I'm just standing right inside it. Well, he's coming in as well. From the other side, rest of Vulcan moving in. Back against Novik. Back we can see Kitchen and then WP unwanted eliminated. Hockey killed before his teammates are brought back from the that. Kartoffel unfortunately knocked. Olympiorada. Well, he has to heal. Get some shots in though. Still has a nade. Use the nade, man. Gets a knock. Use the nade. Ollie coming in. Well, try to come in. But O'Connell confirms all of them. 6 feet 4, fully tattered, eliminated on rank number 9, just barely out of the placement points. Circle shift in favor of Life Full of Sorrow. Currently holding the center of the circle. And over here we have the Hypebeast facing off against Kitchen, and this is not looking good for them. Well, Kitchen and Late to Party. Content Spicy, the last remaining member. Late to Party Toffee. Not sure if he could go for the rest on Fuss. Confirm the kills and gets killed by Mikey for that. Another nade by Hot and Spicy, trying to get back to his teammates. Go for the rest. Just regarding that that comment in chat, if you die to Scary Summerland, you're really bad. I mean, I would die to them, but like you said, I am really bad, so that's the reason I'm casting and not playing. Unless, jokes aside, even bad teams have a warranty to play. And even those will find a kill now and then. But they are not the worst. A Tilt Factory facing off against Washed. They need to move. Circle shifted to the south this time. Good position for Noslack and Perpetual Villa. Garden knocked by Mikey. Confirmed as well. And Ali just, well, decided, well, I couldn't get you back, man. I'm trying to get away here. Double drop. It really is a double drop, but there's a drop over here and another one over there. There's no been. Why the heck is there a gas can in front of that one? I'm not quite sure where Frosty is throwing that nade. Where Stratos was throwing that nade. Content Spicy with him knock against Mikey. Spectro with him knock into Rolly. Carno spotted by O'Connell. Still has a Panda in his hands. Build Factory. There was a Panzer off his own in the direction of Life Full of Sorrow. There to get the kill in. I'd like to show you all fights at the moment, but I'm not able to. So we'll stay here between Tilt Factory, Washed, and the lineups of Vulcan. Donald still has his Panzer in hand. Still has his Panzer. Don't have any BRDMs left. I'm not quite sure where they are. Frosty. The last man standing for Tilt Factory. I'm not quite sure why he's not pushing forward. Could have gotten one Kitchen. Eliminated. Squeaky found by Sata. From above. Nate a bit too far in the direction of... Oh my god. O'Connell now with the Panzer. Just a moment I was not searching for it. And it has to watch out because First City is still over there. They are not in the circle though. Kartoffel just over here. No loot for him. I mean, he might have a chance if he just drops down and search for it. But there's another team coming in over here. Which our Perpetual Faye is saying, alright, if you don't want, we got the kills. And Kartoffel is in trouble now. Getting flashed. Fluffy pushing forward, sees him. Gets a knock. That means he is eliminated just barely a few seconds after he wanted to go for the loot. Made by City. Not good. We dodge to the other side now. Move forwards. The other side, we still have no slack. Top 4 situation for City. Last man standing for Till Factory. 2 players left for Vulcan. 3 players for Perpetual Failure and 4 for No Slack. Numbers are in favor of No Slack. Position is in favor of No Slack as well. Because Vulcan and Perpetual Failure will most likely fight against each other first if No Slack does not stay. Perpetual Failure. Spectre gets knocked as well from the side. Till Factory is eliminated after Frosty gets the knock against Spectro, which is confirmed by Thata. So that kill got stolen. Fluffy, last remaining member of Perpetual Failure. Oh, gets tagged hard by IXE. Trying to go for the race on Spectro. He says, alright, I got the angle. Blues on 8 might be just good enough. It's perfect. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. This is totally perfect. Another one, and that might be just enough to kill Fluffy. It is. Is it with the spray, and that just leaves Ali and O'Connell over here. Ranked number 2 for them. Is he spotted? You hit. Grenade, Ali tagged. Grenade coming in, and now it's just O'Connell. With the knock against Mise. And from behind, it's IXE getting the kill in. GG well played. Would have been a chicken dinner for No Slack with just 8 kills, but that's still most kills of all teams. Then we have 1,470 damage for Vulcan with 6 assists. We're going to hop over for a quick break and return with match number 5. Once back on Erangel. See you in a few seconds. All right, and we are back with match number 5 shortly, but before that, we have the updated leaderboard. No slack with 117 points, finally to the triple digits. Then we have 96 for Washed, 94 for the IB, 73 for NWP, 67 for Unwanted, 63 for Later Parties, 60 for the Thirst Traps, 53 for Tilt Factory as well as Kitchen, then 50 for Perpetual Figure on rank number 10, 47 for the Boastgusters, 46 for Dragon's Kiss, 40 for Vulcan, 34 for Scar Summerland, 24 for 6 Feet 4 Fully Tatted, and last but not least, all against us with 23 points on rank number 60. And with that, we'll hop over to match number 5. As you can see, we are on the beautiful old school map Erangel. Match will start in 17 seconds. We'll start quite close to Hospital and Georgia Pole on the beach, and we'll end our travel closely below Milter and Milter Power. And that means the Snufka Island circle is possible. Sauber circle, not so much. Let's hop over and see who will bring the fire to match number 5 and who will be victorious in the end. 64 players, 16 teams as always, have made their way to the ring. Will fight for the chicken dinner on the battleground. First dropping out are Unwanted and NWP. Then we have a Washed lineup from No Slack and Perpetual Figure. 6v4 Fully Tatted and Later Party, as well as All Against Us and Skara Sommerland. Then we have Vulcan, Thirst Traps, the High Beast, still in the plane, the Dragon's Kiss players, as well as Boastgusters and Kitchen. And last but not least, we have Tilt Factory. Let's see if we have any hot drops. Maybe no. There should be no hot drops. Murata is quite close to Later Party, but he's going for the car, I hope at least. Over here, close to each other, Dragon's Kiss and Kitchen, but they will split up soon. Oh, at least. Oh, we still have a hot drop over here in Novo between the Boastgusters and Tilt Factory. Tilt Factory currently on rank 8, the Boastgusters on rank number 11. Heavy with the first weapon of this bunch. His hands. Yellow jacket. Here we can see Armas, a bit split from his teammates who are looting the containers, except for Lachloli. All the way over here. Not quite sure if that position on the containers would be the best. Good thing for Frosty is that Happy has not found a scope yet. Otherwise he might be dead already. Slowly trying to get over the street. The bakery. The mini mart. Slowly might have the same idea. Quite sure if you noticed these before. Well, they are new with patch 38.2 shooting against satellites. So far, it's not looking like we might have a fight over here. Still Happy. Aiming in the direction of Armas. Might be sure that there might be someone over there. Searching for possible opponents. Quite close to the Dacia. Do we have any fights whatsoever? Not so far. Big split from Unwanted over here. On the Mount Everest already. Harry down there. Hospital by Tommy Bob and South George played by Hockey Meg Blockerson. Oislak already going for the cube over here. I still think this might be our first fight, but I'm quite unsure. There's nothing happening yet. Neither one of the teams is currently going for a push. Armas might have been spotted by Happy. Decides to watch this fight, it seems. I am unsure what he's trying to do there. And you have two mates over here with Javi and Ariel. Is Valeos. Frosty so far, I think, like silent. Frosty all the way over here. Like, all right, I'm going to watch the containers. Maybe they're pushing over the containers, who knows? The answer is nope, they will not do that because you would see them instantly. Slowly over here waiting. Alright, if they go for the Dacia, I will see them. I will find them. I will kill them. Next car. Step for the Dacia. Next vehicle would be in this garage. I'm mistaken, there's another garage over here. With another bike. You don't want to take the bike, you want to take the car over here. So that might be the goal for both teams. So I doubt that we'll see any action shortly between them. Still gonna mark him. Got a knock over there. Benzarin knocked. See the car arriving close to Zico with the Vector in hand. That Vector is a bad weapon. That is a bad weapon. A bad weapon. Getting the kill against Jingen. First kill of the match. GG, well played for Perpetual Faya. Unfortunately, though, there's over here. Barganda has seen Zico, sprays, and barely not get them. Nade in hand. Hooked. Oh, that is a bit too far. Panther in hand, off Zico. Cannot jump with that anymore. Don't say that. We're coming out. Not good enough. That Panzer is not good enough as well. But Spectre coming in from the side takes the knock. Now Nimsy is pushing forwards. Darn back on his feet as well. Riker still in the church. Has seen Spectre though. Spray's coming out. They're knocked. Darn taking the flush. Oxlack coming in from behind. This is getting interesting now. Way more interesting than the Nova fight. Spectre with Nate in hand going for the flush against Bergander, which is not good. Or at least that Nate did not land good. Fluffy coming in now. Check if we still have that situation. They didn't move at all. Come on, guys. You want to fight dude properly. Here we have Sata and Mise going for the Topple Church here. That's now with a kill against Ariel. Guild Factory fighting against the Boast Justice. So has to watch out. Has seen Mise. Oh, sprays and is not too bad. As you can see, no slack. And Karen over here. Vector got tagged by no slack. Karen with the knock against Fluffy Bunny, who tried to get away from that situation. Now knowing there are 4 teams involved. NWP, Perpetua Faya, Late to Party, and Nose Luck. See with a nade. Not too bad. Unfortunately, not too far either. Flying gets tagged. And it has to heal. But back over here, nothing happens. I mean, Happy and Heavy are quite close to Valeos and to Frosty. We're just waiting there. I mean, this is just a waiting game. And over there, you can see Armas. I am totally unsure what they're doing. Armas has the same edition as Heavy, just going up on the scala here. Oh, finally a knock. Finally something happens over here. Frosty says, I'm going to still wait. I mean, Valeos is dead anyway. Knock against Heavy, Balazoli. Quite sure what happened with him. It looks like he's stuck there. Oh yeah, he's headed connected teams. Very unfortunate. Happy though with the kill against Armas and Valeos. Frosty waiting for his chance. And we're almost whiffed. For the knock, going for the flush. And that just leaves one, which is Jolly. OG with the kill against Nordic successful. Is what can Jolly do? Going for the bike or for the Dacia? Or is he going for the fight? Looks like he's going for the fight. He's waiting for Tilt Factory. Can see over here. IPs are quite close to Scatter Sommerland. Almost trying to defend his compound there. Close to the chopsticks. Easy coming back for Kitchen. The situation still has not been resolved. And, well, whoever wins this fight, be it Tilt Factory or be it the Boastcasters, I mean, it's a fight in the blue. You will only lose. Nobody will win there. Let's face over here. Not all the way over here. Attack by Fodus. Nice tack. Play to party with some shots in the direction of Dragon's Kiss. Jamu unfortunately knocked by Kirin Ichiban. He's out. One player now trying to get away from that position. Rotating close to 6 feet 4, fully tattered. Yuri now has the chance to maybe get a knock against VZ. Decides against spraying though. I don't want to ruin my position. Lupus quite close to Tao Lao. I mean, that movement by Tao Lao just happens to be exactly the moment that Lupus could have seen him. He watched a different angle. So the timing for Tao Lao was just perfect moving forwards. Shots in the direction of 64 fully tattered, trying to make a rotation. Started with the first knock against Cynic. Without kill on the count for Vulcan. Circle shifts in favor of, well, no one really, because the center of the circle is completely free. if I could say who might be in favor, it might be late to party. Considering the chance that the circle shifts up here is quite high. Or even ends below here, but still. If you're up there, that's a good position for you. If you're down there in that position, it's also good because it might end on the field over here. And was it 2-2 split by Washed? That's good for them too. The fight in Novo still has not been resolved. Not quite sure. They're still here going for the recall. Jolly over here is not sure what to do. I mean, come on. You need to move. Jolly might have seen him now. Or not. Might have seen Jolly. It's a one chip. Jolly now. Come on. He's trying to go and call his teammates back as well. I mean, this is ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous, I have to say. Nothing against those two teams, but that fight didn't pay off for anyone. I mean, yeah, sure. You can recall your teammates, and they would come back in 56 seconds. But without any loot whatsoever. And I guess one of those teams will die before that happens. Probably trying to recall his teammates, back throw, and flying over here. Prone. Then over here we have Sata and Misi just waiting, not sure what to do. Same goes for NWP. They are not moving much. I don't know with the knock against Kiarno. Because the Hypebeasts decided to breach this little compound over there. Kova now is the last remaining player for the lineup from Washed. Oh, and Taulau from behind with that Lynx. Again, with the headshot. He's just lucky. Well, he was lucky for a moment that the lineup from Hypebeast has not seen him. NWP eliminated, and Nimsy and Renzaren go down to the Spectro. There's coming back. Here you can see a lot of movement. All against us and 6v4 fully tatted. Not too happy. They can't be too happy with the position because they lost their cars. They still have 2 bikes over here, but if you move with them, you're effed. Kind of. Leo's coming back. I'm not quite sure where he wants to loot. Because there is no loot available for you anywhere. These are wanted on the roof. These isn't loop is there. Get shot at. And might decide to get prone in the bush somewhere or something. Or behind the stone. I'm not. Yeah, this might be a placement point there. Sorry, but like I said, that fight did not play out well for them. 1 player left for Wash. And that's Stratos in trouble. Hello, up on the roof. Wants to take that kill. Wants to get the kill against Stratos. Take Washed out of the game. Oh, wait, why? Way too high. That finally got the kill. No slack with the knock against Hot and Spicy. There's a lot of movement in the kill screen at the moment. Bahari in the direction of Sata. As well, Misa moving forwards. Play to party now from the side with some shots. Flying in trouble. Nate coming in. He's in the blue. Phase 4. Doesn't hit hard, but it hits. It's not Tommy Bob though, with Immortal against Sata successful. Perpetua eliminated. Squeaky finds flying in 1 FPS. Mikey coming in from behind against Mise. That's another mortar shot quite close to him. Mise kills a bar run Karen. Mikey gets killed as well. Over here, next team's fighting. 6v4 fully tatted. Eliminated as well. Well, Dragon's Kiss has found a BRDM. They still will lose one of their players. Yuri is spotted by Nipa. They are just driving around with the BRDM. But they are still alive somehow. Hoji knocked by Korean Ichiban. Not by Momo, even though he's closer. Over here we have Inzi and Patrick. They can theoretically drive over Valeris. But the question is, where do you want to go? There are enemies everywhere. Decide to stop below Vulcan. Well, that's the optimal spot for late to party. Get some shots in. Well, all against us is eliminated. Ariel coming back for the Ghostbusters. Last man standing. I'm not quite sure what happened to the rest, but I guess they got killed somewhere in the process. Field Factory eliminated. Williams was found by Moon Forest. Oh yeah, just Raven Heels trying to finally find opponents they can kill. 4 players left for Vulcan. 2-2 split. And over here we have the high piece pushing against the lineup from Traps. Nordic going for 1 knock, getting the last kill, and that's it. GG, well played. First Traps eliminated on rank 8. Cross phase knock though. Knocked as well by Squeaky. Burn there. Might be Ollie although. Over here, Ariel eliminated by the lineup from Dragon's Kiss. At a Kitchen getting that kill. Very unfortunate, just landing. He could have landed here. He might have not gotten loot at all because, well, else had no loot. So, can't get loot from a dead body if there is no loot. Theoretically, due to the shots, Kitchen might be prone to get eliminated by Bossface and Moon Forest. I thought by late to party, but in this case, late to party was a bit late to party because unfortunately their opponents are already dead, and that hit a branch. Circle shifts in favor of the field. Nobody is none the wiser and nobody is none the happier. Donald says, alright, I'm going to take my Aston Martin to the fields. Not the perfect car to drive to a field. Not Lupus and Hot and Spicy with the kill against Cocky McBlockerson. That just leaves 3 players for unwanted. 5 teams with 16 players left. Spicy with the next knock gets tagged. While they're pushing forwards. Tagged by Shoei. Tommy Bob shot out of the car by it's on Lupus. And O'Connell gets a kill against Ellie. I mean, yeah, sure, you can team kill. Talal dies to the blue, and that means we're down to the last 4 teams standing. 1.5 players left for Moonforest after the BRDM got up in flames. Oh, Kartoffel! Oh my god. That's so badass. O'Connell saying, hey, Kartoffel, drive the car. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back. Here, take that C4 with you. Baden now is the one responsible for getting Kartoffel back. I mean, that's not nice to send your teammate to death and say to your other teammate, hey, you go, I'm gonna take care of you. Toffee now with a knock against O'Connell. Blue zone 8 coming in. It's a bit too short. Well, oh, might be enough. Might be enough. Used to get Kartoffel. Yeah. Second blue zone 8 by Nordic was able to... Oh, and the third one as well. And Baden. And, well, he's almost down there. 11 HP remained. And that nade from Nordic finds him. Baden eliminated. Walking out on rank number 3. That means we're down to 2 teams. Hypebeast and Late to Party. And Late to Party might be a bit late to party again. As Fuss has the optimal advantage point against Ron Karen. That he unfortunately tells Late to Party with. It's... Hey, not too good. A good position for the lineup from the high base. This will most likely be their chicken dinner. Only one who could possibly be that. Oh, shall we not? And Spicy in trouble as well. With that knock, and that just leaves it not Lupus who gets some tax in against Offie. Nordic going for the flushes. Kills confirmed. And that's it. GT well played. Fast face with the last kill of the match. 14 kills for the high beast with 1,769.9 damage and 10 assists is enough to win this match. We'll hop over for a quick break before we will return with match number 6. The last match of the day, unfortunately. And we're back, and there's a change in the leaderboard. Hypebeast taking over first place with the same amount of points as Noselec, but they have more placement points. 75 to 82 kills, which means the Hypebeasts have 35, 43 placement points. And, well, like I said, that's placement points for the lineup. From Noselec, 7 to be exact. That means we are going into match number 6 with a new leader. 96 points for Wash, then we have 75 for Unwanted, 74 each for NWP and Late to Party, 64 for the Search Traps, 62 for Kitchen, 56 for Tilt Factory, 54 for Perpetual Failure, 52 each for Dragon's Kiss and Vulcan, 51 for the Most Guesses, 35 for Skara Sommerland, 26 each for 64 Fully Tatted, and all against us. Let's hop over. Match number 6 awaits. As you can see, we are one more time for today back on good old Erangel. And I heard we might get another Nova hot drop, but I doubt that it will happen. Because, as you can see, the flight path is not even close to Nova. Well, not even close, it's a bit far-fetched, but it would take you a car to get there. So, if Tilt Factory and the Boastgusters want to hot drop, they have to do it somewhere else. Because, roughly, this should be the areas the teams can jump to. And as you can see, Novo is not in it. Same goes for Milton and Milton Power, Lepovka and Prison, as well as on the other side, Zarki and Georgia Pole. So, you have to decide for a different spot to hot drop if you want. Let's hop back into the match one more time for today. One more chance for the teams to get some kills in. Dragon's Kiss all against us and the Search Traps jumping out first. Next up, Washed and NWP as well as Scar Sommerland. Then we have Late to Party. The Hypebeast, Perpetual Fail, 6'4", fully tattered. Vulcan and Kitchen. Well, the Boastgusters. No Slack. Build Factory. One more player left for 6'4", fully tattered. Cynic, maybe. Oh no, he drops out. So I thought he might have had a crash. But it looks like he just came a bit late. So, Boastgusters found a new opponent. This time it's Vulcan. Rank number 13 against rank number 12. 1 point less for the Boastgusters. 51 to 52, like I said earlier. Circle shift in favor of Kitchen. Just say with their spots here around Mansion have good understanding of the circle. A good spot in the circle as well. So, Rojak Plate by 6'4", fully tattered, except for one. Quite sure where he is, though. Oh, and there is a hot drop here. Between Dragon's Kiss and Unwanted. Not quite sure what tile I wanted to hit there. Put him on 2. And get back over here. As we can see, the first knock, Ali was able to get 2 knocks in, it seems, against Jolly and Ariel. Well, Happy came in 3rd. Confirmed that flush for them. Means O'Connell and Body. As well as Kartoffel are left. And Kartoffel wasn't even in the city yet, so he needs to move. Daya and Yuri falling back over here. And Cocky McBlockers and right in front of them. Down there we have Jammu, as well as Moonforest over here, currently just sitting on the stairs waiting for something to happen, I guess. I mean, You might want to watch this window because this is where the action happens. Aside from that, those are our 2 hot drops. Those hot drops, there's not much happening at the moment. Someone might see Happy in a few seconds. I think so. Might have heard Ariel. Possible knock situation for Heavy. Awful down here waiting for Happy and Ariel to move forwards. And that should be a knock, and it is. Confirmed. Tunnel moving down off the from the roof. Kartoffel confirms the kill against Happy. That means 1-1 trade between the both Gustus and Vulcan. Well, the situation in Primorsk has been resolved, partially at least. Dragon's Kiss decided to retreat from that fight. Over here we have Perpetual Fia going for a flight, and over here we have a new fight brewing. 90 in hand of Mikey. Just waiting for late to party to maybe see the smoke from the airdrop. Try to go for it. Quite close as well. One is moving to the roof, and it's Rankarin. Still waiting for his chance to strike. Karen with the knock against the PZ. Tries to drive him away. So he has spotted Mikey now. That was almost good. I wouldn't be able to throw something like that. So Spicy with the knock by Nipa. Mikey with the knock against Rankarin has to heal now. But here Luke is moving forwards and gets knocked, unfortunately. And the buff in the air. Like they just don't care. We can see Perpetual Fae arriving. They want to go for mention as well. I did see those knocks. We're not coming in though by Scatter Sommerland. OG knocked, but they get the kill against Squeaky. Fluffy now with nades. Rankarin, the last remaining member for late to party. Just kind of waiting for his inevitable S. With the Panzer in hand and kills Rankarin and knocks himself in the process. I mean, that's what the Panzer is for. Don't get me wrong. Another knock for Vulcan. And then from the side. Awful shooting in the direction of Happy. Wants to confirm the kill. Oh, and Kartoffel goes down as well. That just leaves Body. Or Bad me. I'm not quite sure. I want to call him Bard. Nice try, still not able to go for the knock. That molly hit perfectly though. But he will die most likely. It's Ariel, push it forward, and that's it. GG, well played. Vulcan eliminated on ring 15 in this match. Second to last. Keeper trying to get somewhere, and it's eliminated by Hoji. That was Kitchen. Rank number 40. Nick finally has found a car and is able to reunite with his teammates. At least if he makes it there. Looks like quite close and 2-2 split here. Oh, not too obvious. Green over here, quite close to a broken. All the way. And it's a huge split over here by I'm not quite sure why Cocky is still looting here. Bike is almost out of gas as well. Likely he will find another bike before, or another car before that happens. Red zone over here. Bad position for Inzi if he's not moving into a building in the near future. At least if he's unlucky. Circle shifts quite central because of the anti-water shift. That means good position for Perpetua Vaya as well as No Schlag. And kind of, at least, for the lineup from Skara Sommerland. Not so much for Marmo. Because with that direction he's taken, just driving into the open arms of Skara Sommerland. Or any other team. Wow. Rolling. Rolling, 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 rolling. Dying, dying, dying. Easy. Rolling, 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 rolling. 6v4 fully tested. Well, they lost Veezy because he just drove into the trenches where NWP was trying to hide. So much for hiding, because you were spotted now. Well, the high piece are currently over here in the good old Hall of Fame, except for one, which is Ingmar. Oh, no, two, which are Ingmar and Novik. Novik has an airdrop right in front of his nose. An MK14. I'm quite sure if he wants to take that, because he has the Orc and the MK12. He's not taking it, only took the level 3 gear, but Ingmar says, oh, MK14. Lovey. Considering his loadout, consisting of the barrel and the Dragonov, that, well, is not a reason to ask. As if you already have 7.62 ammo, you want to take that, no matter what. Only if you take bolty, then that might be a different issue, but the MK is one of the strongest, or the strongest DMR in the game, and one of the strongest snipers. Because it's one of the only DMRs which, well, got less nerfed than all of the other DMRs. At least if I have my info straight. Not quite sure about that. But I preferred it over all the other DMRs. I have no clue what Armata's shooting at, though. Maybe just trying to tell opponents, hey, we are here, you are not. deal with it. And over here, Repetio Failure in a good position, because this might be the end spot over here. This little hill region. Close to mansion. Close to the L compound over here. Circle shifts in its favor again. Well, particularly in its favor. But in the favor of the trenches so far. Center position now for NWP, but might shift back in the region of Repetio Failure. Happy it's moving forwards. Doffy and Fast most likely will try to catch up to Nordic and Ingmar. Can see the rotation from the Surf Traps. Senina now with a knock against Jarno. So with some shots in the direction of the high piece. Just above himself has Cocky McBlockerson. Heard those shots. Get that kill. Those traps with some shots in the direction of the rotation from Tilt Factory. And it looks like Tilt Factory wants to go for the trenches. Some shots in the direction of Lazzoli. Gets a knock in. Both Gustus, they get eliminated. I gotta correct myself. They did not get eliminated. They eliminated Tilt Factory. Jolly just, well, crashing into it. A little bit happy. If you really want to go for it, try to save those cars to your position. And build even better cover for yourself. Working still close to the blue. All the teams are still in the game. Already in the region. Quite sure. Mark something. And unfortunately, the both Gustus are eliminated thanks to NWP's nades. Not quite sure where our next fight will happen. But I know it might get interesting. Rifle of Sorrow wasn't sure as well. Theoretically, we could have an end circle around here-ish. Also have seen that a few times. Could have an end circle around here-ish. We've seen that as well. Apparently is most likely, I guess. Here somewhere. Close to mansion. We could have an end circle over here-ish. I mean, all the possibilities, none the wiser. New circle being around here speaks for this circle ending. But still, we are none the wiser. Everybody's shooting on range. Are there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and a half-ish teams who still need to get into the circle. Taxi and Broken will catch up to Papa Kyle. The remaining 2 players from Unwanted will catch up with their mates. Zeta is the first one moving to the position. The rest to go spots that. Yeah, you can drive your UAZ into that Dacia. Getting some loot. Emergency pickup from Thirster. I'm not quite sure what their angle is. Maybe they don't have a car. I'm not quite sure. While over here, Dragon's Kiss is in trouble. Oh, that nade was a bit too pre-cooked. Here it gets tagged. Summerland gets tagged as well. He has to watch out and gets knocked again. If I'm not mistaken, that should not have been the first time he got knocked by the high beast. Camu spotted by Patrick. Armor tech quite hard and says, all right, I'm gonna fly and tell you where you can go. Fights for the prison hillside. Not sure who. Oh, come on. Data with the knock against Renzarin, nade in hand. That's for still that 18 damage in. Zeta confirms his kill. His teammates driving up to his position. We can see a Perpetual Failure moving forwards as well. Same goes for the Surge Traps and Scar Summerlin. They arrive close to NWP, pushing forwards. OG with a molly in hand, sees the first one and goes down. From behind, the next team's coming in. And the last man was standing. Good vibes. Still in the blue. Needs to heal again. As Perpetual Failure right in front of him. Oh, needs to heal. Dragon's Kiss eliminated. Yuri dies through the circle. As well as Moonforest. Still has a nade in hand. Go for it, man. First aid. I'm not quite sure if Spectre knows there was someone in the blue. Looks not like it. That might be the time to shine for good vibes. That's the first one. Confirms a kill. Spectre with an 8 in hand. And that's it. Spectre with the kill. And that's it. Dual plays the Surge Traps eliminated on rank number 9. Circle shift in favor of the position I mentioned earlier. Very well. Very good position for Washed. Phase with the knock against Nimsy. Helping Perpetual Failure in the process. Oh, mortar. Quite well shot in the direction of Kiarno by No Slack. Over here we have all against us and 6 feet 4 fully tattered. Perpetual Failure moving forward, Shingen in trouble. He's floppy. Coming in from behind, barely survives it. Another one, that is a bit further. Taking him the car, and that's it. GG well played. NWP eliminated on rank 8. Perpetual Failure is moving forwards, but they're not in the circle. Still can park your Porsche and Dacia in here. Nordic with the knock against Spectros. He's fluffy as well, and that's it. GG well played. Perpetual Failure out on rank 7. Ingmar takes the MG3. No Slack now is the next team who might lose players. Stuff eliminated by Kiarno. Over here, 6 feet 4 fully tattered, facing off against us. It's just Limp, Murada, and Cynic. And Cynic is not even close. He's still in his little tower with his AWM. Murada trying to stay alive for a few more seconds. Mar with the knock against Sexy Shouty. Papa Calvo with the re-knock. Still, that will not help. All against us. They will not be able to go for the rest. They might not apply for the high piece. Cynic still in a good position there. Set up with the knock against Fuss Face. Toffee going for the rest. Quick spotted. Nice attacks there, and Nordic does not know where to hide. Tries to get to his teammates. But just prone him down. That's the best you can do. Oh. Nice nade there. Doffy goes down. Crossface still alive though. Nordic trying to stay alive for a few more seconds. Ingmar with the double drop weapons here. And the kill against Saturn. That's it. GG well played. No slack out on rank 6. High piece with 8 kills now. The Murada. He still has a chance to get some more kills in. That's a kill against the Broad. Sexy shout. He's still knocking. He could try to go for that kill. I'm not sure if he knows he's there. Headshot from above now. And that's it. GG well played. He's out now. Broken and Papakal getting another kill for the lineup from all against us. It's a second, but they will not be able to party for long. Broken with some shots in the direction of the high base. They might get kill 9 and 10 now. Cynic with an 8 in the direction of Washed, who are moving forwards. Trying to play the street. They're knocked by Kova. Down here. Down to 5 teams with 15 players alive. And the high piece get kill number 10 and 11. Topical and broken going down. And over here we still have Unwanted with Cocky Mac blockers and Tao Lao, Harry and Tommy Bob, who's going for the rescue. Washed over here. Cynic is last man standing for 64 fully tattered. I thought he had an AWM, but it looks not like it. Attack against Harry. And the nade lands perfectly above Stratos. And that just leaves Kova as last man standing for Washed. 64 fully tattered, eliminated, boss face, found Cynic. That means we are down to 3 teams. Or 2 teams and 1 solo. And that solo is dead. Well played by Cocking McBlockers and Unwanted. With 4 kills so far. 12 kills for the lineup from the high piece. Boss face tagged. Is still safe though. Coffee moving down. He's currently one of the only 2 players in the circle together with Foss. Novik with a knock against Tommy Bob. Seeing the hat of Cocking McBlockers and kill confirmed. 3 versus 4. Oh, might be 3 versus 3 now. Yes, because Ingmar decided to run further. Should have stopped behind this thing. Would have been his best bet. Over here, quite close to Toffee. Taolao secures the kill. Boss face, so far 920 damage and 4 kills. 4 as well for Novik, 3 for Ariel, 3 for Hoji and the Spectro. So far, most damage taken by Cocking Mac blockers, and Harry goes down. Carlo decides to spray, but that's it. GG well played. Would have won a chicken dinner. Last kill goes to Phosphase. And those 16 kills with 3,044.89 damage are a lot for the IP. 6 assists as well. That means we are done with day number 5. Day number 6 coming up next week. Still, we have the updated leaderboard for you in store in a few seconds. But before that, I will calculate it myself like usual. to, well, combat the time we have on our hands. Late to party, 2 points for them. Additionally, to their 74, they now have 76 points. Then we had Vulcan with 1 point. They have 53 now. Kitchen with 1 point as well. They had 62 prior, which means they have 63 now. Tilt Factory was 1 more point. They had, oh, they're on the map. There we go. It's 56, which means 57 points in total now. The Boastgasters taking home 5 from this match. Means they have 56 as well. Then we have Scatter Summerland, 4 points for them on the board. Plus 35 they had earlier means 39 points. Dragon's Kiss going out without points. That means they will stay at their 52. Thirst Traps with 4 points. Plus their additionally 64 means 68 in total. Then we have 7 points for NWP, 6 kills and 1 for placement. That means they now have 81 points. Perpetual Failure with 8 kills plus a placement point means 9 points to them. Additionally to their 54 they had prior means they have 63 points now. No Slack taking home 1 point for kills and 2 points for placement. That's not much. Means 121 points in total. Then we have All Against Us with 2 kills and 3 placement points. Means 5 points in total. To their 26 means 31 points for them. 6 feet 4 fully tatted. Got a placement point more, but 1 kill less. So they will stay together on rank number 16 and 15 with their 31 points. 4 placement points plus a kill. Then we've washed 3 points for them. Plus additionally, they had 5 placement points, mean 8 points in total. Considering that 96 for prior, they now have 104 points, finally making it to the triple-digit club. Unwanted, 5 points for kills, plus 6 points for placements, means 11 points additionally to their 75, which means 86 in total. And last but not least, the Hype Beasts protecting their rank number 1 in Group B versus C with 26 points of plus the additionally 118. That means 144 points for them after those 2 days. And hopefully the leaderboard has been updated now. To confirm this, we'll hop over to this and see if I was correct with that. And I am, at least for the Hypebeast part. 144 points for them. Then we have 121 for Noseleg, 104 for Washed, 86 for Unwanted, 81 for NWP, 76 for Late to Party, 68 for the Thirst Traps, 63 for Perpetual Failure, then 63 as well for Kitchen, 57 for Tilt Factory, 56 for the Boastgasters, 53 for Vulcan, 52 for Dragon's Kiss, 39 for Scatter Summerland, and 31 each for 6 feet 4 fully tatted and All Against Us. But we obviously still have the updated leaderboard with the overall leaderboard. And this is loading up now. As you can see, 255 points in total now for Noseleg, with 10 points less for the High Beast. 198 for Triema playing next week. Same goes for Primal with 174. The Thirst Traps with 168. And then we have 152 for Washed, 142 for Aiden NWP, 136 for Late to Party, 131 for Unwanted, 121 for Late and Dane, 111 for Kitchen, and 101 for the Young Danes. Pulling up on rank 13, we have Tilt Factory with 97, just barely scratching on those 100 point marks. 95 for Higos Amigos, as well as Vulcan. Then we have 90 points for Dragon's Kiss, 86 for Perpetual Failure, 75 for the Boastgasters, 65 for Scatter Summerland, 63 for 6 feet 4 fully tatted, 59 for All Against Us, as well as Tottenham. And then last but not least, retired and expired, and the next Gen Boomers with 45 and 44 points. And that's it for today. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the cast, even though I could not show you match number 1, which I'm still sorry for. I'm going to find out what caused this, and hopefully we'll be back with normal delay and normal stuff next week. And with that, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the laugh and chat. See you. Bye-bye.